Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of Brigadier General David W. Gardner and Command Sergeant Major David P. Hansen, Commanding General and Post Command Sergeant Major of JRTC and Fort Polk, welcome to the Warrior Information Exchange for 7 December. And with that, sir, I'll turn it over to you, Colonel Freeman, for any opening remarks you might have.
I don't have anything. We'll go ahead and begin, please.
With that, we'll jump right in.
All right. I got to run.
All right, good morning, team.
Good morning, Alan.
All right, Major Alan Causey here, installation G3. I'm going to go over December and January. Just stop me if there's anything that needs to be corrected as I brief this here. I'll start with today, the 7th of December. 46 Engineer has a dozer lighting over on their footprint this evening, 5 p.m. Move to Friday, the 9th. Garrison Commanders Golf Tournament begins at noon. The installation Hail and Farewell is at 6:30 out in Leesville, out at the Ranch House. And then this evening, 6 p.m., there's a holiday singing at the Main Post Chapel, also 1-5's Winter Social, and then also 30 Seconds Winter Ball at the Warrior Center. Moving to Saturday, the 10th, holiday, sir.
But yeah, the Christmas singing is this coming Friday at that chapel on the 9th.
The Christmas.
Yeah, all right, is that the day we're on? Or?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, sir, that's the day we're
All right, I
on.
thought you
Sorry.
said this.
Yep, no issue.
Scared me.
All right, good to go. All right, Saturday the 10th, holiday pajama run out at Perez Youth Field. That begins today at 9 o'clock. Also, Saturday afternoon is the Army-Navy game. That afternoon, Leesville Christmas Parade is at 5:30 p.m. And then also Christmas on the Bend out at Toledo Bend. And also goes into Sunday at the same time as we go on to Sunday the 11th, second Sunday brunch here at the Warrior Center as well. Monday the 12th, CG's quarterly award ceremony here at the Warrior Center. And then also 4 p.m. is a walking town hall at the Palmetto neighborhood. Wednesday the 14th, the Boss Toy handout is pretty much all day, and that goes into Thursday as well, same time. And then also Wednesday evening is the combined graduation, college graduation recognition ceremony at Bayou Theater. Thursday the 15th is Geronimo's Jingle Bell Run and State of Geronimo, and then also 46th Engineer Battalion Social. Moving to Friday the 16th, 32nd Hospital Family Run begins at 6:30 at that location as you see in front of you. At noon is the Garrison holiday party. So that's for Garrison, for Garrison Packs up at Building 350. And then also a couple of holiday parties, DENTAC and BJAC. The 16th December is also the day the installation goes on leave. So we'll go to the 24th of December. So Christmas Eve, there is a Christmas Eve service at the Main Post Chapel. It's at 6 p.m. Are there any questions on this month before we move to December? Okay, I move to January. The first duty day following the holiday block leave period is Tuesday, 3 January. And Geronimo, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you all have a Yarborough Mile.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so Yarborough Mile is that morning. Move to Friday the 6th, 5/19th has a change of responsibility at 10 a.m. on Spike Field. And then Saturday is the Bass Tournament home-based business market as well. The CG has a New Year reception here at the Warrior Center at noon. I move to the 11th, that's Wednesday. The next WE is on 11 January, and it's also the MSC Commander and Command Sergeant Major luncheon here. Thursday, 12 January, there's the Garrison Commanders Buddy Program Town Hall at Bayou Theater. I published an order on this about 7 or so weeks out. That's one of 2 times that soldiers must attend that, so they don't need to go to both of them. It's just one of the 2. It's an opportunity for them to go to one of the 2 of those times. And that takes us into the 4-day weekend, the Martin Luther King weekend there. And then the 18th of January, which is the Wednesday, all day is BJAC's open house. Thursday the 19th is the MWR sponsorship appreciation dinner here at the Warrior Center. And then I'll move to Monday the 23rd. That's the next walking town hall. It's in the Dogwood neighborhood. And then Thursday the 26th is the Army Best Medic Competition Award Ceremony at Bayou Theater. and then also the BJAC Award ceremony in Town Hall that afternoon. Friday the 27th is the family welcome at the FRC at 9 a.m. So January is a pretty busy month. If you have any other questions, like not necessarily pertaining to the WE, but I know 310 is doing the light fighter course. There's also the Army Best Medic competition, and then there's also a really large rotation 2-4 infantry will be here as well. So a lot of moving parts in January. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll turn it back over to you, Captain Owlett.
Go ahead to the next slide.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shayna Medina, and I'm here representing MWR. There's just a couple of things that we want to highlight that's going on in our programming this month. So we already had our Toy Drive Ruck March was happening on December 1st, followed by our Tree Lighting and Snowflake Festival. So thank you for everyone who came out and participated and supported that event. It was a great turnout, and we appreciate that. Of course, we had our monthly bass tournament. We had 4 boats go out that day and only 2 return for weigh-ins. And again, that happens every first Saturday of the month. And we highly encourage you to go out, enjoy it. It's beautiful out there, and just enjoy a good fishing day. The still course shooting competition also occurred. That was a great turnout, and we appreciate the support from the community. Going on down the calendar, we have coming up the Jingle Jammies 5K run at Perez Field. That is open to all, so please come out and enjoy a fun run with everyone. And the brunch is happening at the Warrior Center December 11th at 10 a.m. right here at the Forge Bar and Grill. I did want to highlight that Christmas on the Bend, the Saturday and Sunday, December 10th and 11th, we do have available spots open for that event still. On the Saturday, the 10th, we have 7 single slots available. So if you want to come out Saturday, please call Toledo Bend and see what slots they have available. On Sunday, the 11th, they have many open spots. So at 6 p.m., they have an entire boat open. So if you would like to reserve it for a party, that will be open. And they have about 30 spots open on Sunday, the 11th. We did attach the calendar for the holiday hours happening. I did want just to highlight in red, the red squares are holiday hours for the 24th, 25th. So you will see we do have extended hours going on with the gyms. So please take a look at the calendar. We will push that out on all social media today. So if you don't see it yet, just be patient. It will get out there. We just got this finalized and approved. Pending any questions on this, I will be followed by Peyton to go over more programming.
All right, good morning, everybody. So my name's Peyton, and I'm one of the rec specialists here for MWR. So one thing I'm going to highlight is some of the recreation events that we have going on. Some of them have already really been touched on. Starting the 9th of December, we have the CG's Golf Scramble at the Warrior Hills Golf Course. It starts at 12 o'clock. Shayna touched base really on the holiday on the Bend. There's going to be crafts, cocoa, s'mores, all these different kind of things going on in between all the boat rides. Boss has their annual Christmas party at the Home of Heroes of 16th of December, and then Anvil Bar is going to be hosting a New Year's Eve party, and they're going to be staying open a little late for that event, so they'll actually be staying open until about 1 a.m. New Year, New Me is a program that we've done here. It's a little different every year. What it's going to be is it's going to be more focusing on getting people the tools that they need to live a healthier lifestyle, whether it be workouts, nutrition, knowing what to do with rehabs, and things like that. So what we'll end up doing is we're going to be partnering, SFA will be partnering with the Army Wellness Center to get everyone's BMIs, their measurements, everything, what they should be at ideally for their age, height, and everything along those lines. It is a paid event, so you do have to pay a $40 fee. But with that, you get t-shirt, water bottle, you get a fitness journal to log everything that you need, you get exercise guides, you get nutrition guides for specific regulations or sensitivities that you may have for your diet. Registration did open on the 1st, and will end on the 2nd, and then there will be orientation at the Army Wellness Center on the 9th of January. And registration is on the website. The QR code is not up there, but there are posters throughout the installation that has the QR code that you guys can scan, and it's also on the website and Facebook page. Really, that is all I have for the New Year, New Me. If you guys have any questions about that, I can answer them now, and then I will be followed by AFES.
I just have a question about, I believe there's new gym classes, but haven't seen any info besides under the radar.
Yes, so there are some more gym classes that have been added. I just added yoga, and we're going to be doing a monthly yoga event as well. The only thing with it not being posted is the marketing team does only have one person right now, and she's handling all of the MWR marketing. So she is a little swamped, so we do apologize for...
Even just a statement on the MWR page, new class, here's the times. Like, just write it so we know, because we can't go if we don't know.
No, we can definitely see if we can get that out and about. Right now, the yoga instructor, she is marketing it herself on Facebook, but I can definitely reach out to Portia and Stormy and see if we can get something out there just so it's visible for everybody.
Yeah, visible. That would be great.
Anything else? All right, and next will be AFES.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tanya Yancey. I'm here representing the Exchange. Just want to go over a couple of events that we're going to be hosting at the Exchange for the month of December. Starting today, actually, we're going to have the Coca-Cola Caravan that's going to be stopping by the Exchange this evening from 5 to 7. So come on out for some free prizes, hug a machine and get a free Coke, and take pictures with the polar bear. As well. Also, we're going to be starting our little fun game, the F on the Shelf. Come into the store, search and see if you can find the F every Wednesday up until the 24th of December, and win a $10 gift card. Also, we have the Holiday Pay Your Holiday Bill on Us sweepstakes that is actually going on. So each time you use your military star card, you will be automatically entered into a drawing to win your military star card bill paid in full. So actually, this is not like the Publisher Clearinghouse. People actually win this. Last year, we actually had a customer to win what is considered to be the second prize, and he actually won $1,000 towards his military star card bill. So go ahead and use that military star card, not just for the sweepstakes, but you're giving back to the community as well. We're also having the community wrapping fundraiser that is actually out in the mall area of the Exchange. This is where we have the different organizations here on Fort Polk, as well as the unit that's coming out wrapping gifts just for donations, and they're also bringing out some really nice treats. Someone had some really good Rice Krispie treats last Friday they were pretty good, but come on out and support them. Even if you're not purchasing your gifts from the Exchange and you're getting them from Walmart, or you're going to other places and you're bringing them back to your home and wrapping them, bring them on out to the Exchange and donate a little cash towards some of these organizations and units, and they will still wrap your gifts. And also a little side note here concerning the if you don't purchase at the Exchange, but you see something you want and it's cheaper somewhere else, just remember that we do price matching, and you can find some more information on that at shopmyexchange.com. Pending any questions?
Thank
you. All right.
Details on the gift wrapping, like location and times?
Well, they're actually in the mall area of the Exchange. They're starting at 09 all the way until, I think, 1700, until we actually close. And just another side note, so if you are scheduled to come out, your unit or organization, please come out for that time frame. Whether you get 2 or 3 customers, we still have customers that are coming and looking for gift wrapping, and you're not being there is definitely a disappointment for them. Any other questions? Okay, thank you. Boss is next.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Happy holidays. All right, I'm Corporal Patterson. I'm the boss president. So if you take a look at the left side of the screen, you'll see we have events going on for December. Also, some January events are listed, but I'm going to highlight the toy drive distribution. So I want to say a thanks to everyone who donated toys, who participated in our ruck marches. We got a lot of donations, and on the 14th and 15th, from 10 to 18, we will give those toys back to military families here on post. Little backstory, if you're not familiar with what it is, it's an annual partnership that we have been doing with Operation Homefront. So the toys that you guys donated, also with the toys that we collect from Dollar Trees and the surrounding areas, go back to the military families here on Fort Polk. So I have registration forms with me. If you would like to come to me after this, I'll stick around a while. Or if you also want to take some registration forms back to others, I'll have those pending any questions. All right, thank you. I'll be followed by EF&P.
Good morning. My name is Trisha Kearns. I'm the program coordinator for EFMP. I want to go over a few changes in the program to include the enrollment process. We're currently using Enterprise EFMP for all packet submissions. This is a new platform, so instead of doing a hard copy, it'll be started through the Enterprise system, including if there's families that have providers off post, it'll still be initiated through this new platform. We have created how-to guides that assist soldiers in navigating this, as it is a new system. We also have brochures that will walk you through step-by-step of what the platform actually looks like. If you're interested or need copies or access to the how-to guides, or have any questions or concerns with the DS login that's also required, you're welcome to reach out to EFMP and I can get you that information or support. I want to touch base just quickly why this is important. Because of this shift, it's causing a little bit of delay in packet processing. This can affect when we're talking about soldiers going or getting ready to have their marketplace or assignments. If EFMP is not updated appropriately or maintained, soldiers can be passed up for marketplace and waiting on another one until they get their packets squared away, or they can be sent on unaccompanied assignments. So we definitely don't want that to happen. We're looking at a 6-month window, so we're requesting that soldiers start that process before their marketplace opens and before they're going on assignment selection. The website is on the form to access Enterprise EFMP. So if there's any questions with that, you can contact me. Some of the additional supports that my office provides is information and referral, and we get a lot of questions about travel reimbursement. I can get you that information for anybody that's required to travel 100 miles or more. We do have a lot of families that fall into that category, and that is something that's available. Along with the different shifts, we do research for appropriate assignments or ones to look at when they're getting ready for assignment coordination, so that's available as well. And then the last thing I want to touch base on, we are having our Christmas event this Friday from 5:30 to 7:30 at the ACS building for any family that's enrolled in EFMP. The child is not the one that has to be enrolled, and the entire family is welcome to that event. I am followed by, pending any questions, I'm going to be followed by DES.
Good morning. So this month is the National Drunk and Drug Driving Month. You can see up here we've got some tips for, especially during the holiday seasons, for anyone who's either hosting a party or attending a party. That QR code down at the bottom of that stop sign, that will give you the number to our dispatch. Regarding the DUIs for fiscal year 22, we had 59 throughout the entire year, 55 of those being soldiers, while only 4 were civilians. Most of those did generate off-post, with 34. We had 21 on-post. Of those, the highest concentration were 6 along Louisiana, and then we had 4 at the ECPs. If any questions, I'll be followed by BJAC.
Hello. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Sergeant Major. So today it's about a week out for Tri-Care open season. We're open until next Tuesday. This is an opportunity for active duty families, not active duty soldiers, but active duty families, retirees and their families, to make changes to their health insurance without a qualifying event. So anybody who's interested from switching from Select to Prime or vice versa, just visit tricare.mil/open season for more information. One update that I didn't make on the slide was that our lab hours are changing slightly. The last patient ticket will now be drawn at 1600. So essentially what that means is if you get there before 1600, they're going to continue to draw blood, and then the staff will leave at 1630 vice 1700, which they've been doing. So we're just kind of shortening the hours a little bit so the team can get your labs drawn and get out of there on time. This week is National Hand Washing Awareness Week. As you can tell from my voice and probably your kids sniffling and coughing at home, there's some sickness going around, and the best way to prevent sickness is to wash your hands for 20 seconds. Really good, and just make sure you wash your hands. So this is National Hand Washing Awareness Week, so please just encourage everyone to wash their hands. We have vaccinations available, whether that be flu vaccine, COVID vaccine, shingle vaccine, whatever kind of vaccine you want, we have them, but they're by appointment only. So please call our appointment line at 337-531-3011 to schedule that appointment. And then finally, one last thing is December is Seasonal Affect Disorder Month. Some people experience mood changes during the winter months because there's less natural sunlight. As someone from Wisconsin, I can attest that the weather here is much nicer than it is up north. So I hope none of you are suffering from seasonal affect disorder. However, there is a post on the BJAC Facebook page about seasonal affect disorder with a link. So if you're concerned about this for yourself or someone in your family, please click the link. It'll take you to the CDC's website and give you some resources and signs and symptoms to look for. Pending any questions? I will be followed by religious support services and my command team who is sitting here next to me. They'll have some information to provide at the end of today's brief. Thanks.
Good morning, everybody. I think. My name is Krista Gross, and I am here this morning from the Religious Support Office to highlight some things that we will be doing during the holiday season. If you look at the slide, you can see that we will be having a Christmas concert this Friday. The Christmas concert will be a little bit different. First of all, we're going to give our amazing youth choir an opportunity to perform some Christmas carols for us, which is fantastic. And we will also be having a bit more of an intimate setting for Christmas music. Our baby grand piano, a bass, and some things like that. And we will be sitting up around the instruments and enjoying some Christmas carols and Christmas hymns together. And followed by, of course, what would Christmas be without Christmas cookies and cocoa? So we invite the community to come to that. It is free. Again, it is at 6 o'clock this Friday at Main Post Chapel. On Saturday, we will again be busy at Main Post Chapel having our Advent workshop. This is an opportunity for families to come in from 4 to 6. You can come as an open house. You don't have to be there at 4 if your children are giving you a problem. You can't be there till 5. That is completely fine. Or if you get there at 4 and you need to leave because your kids are done, you can leave early also. But this is an opportunity for you and your family to spend some time having a productive conversation about some of the religious traditions that go with the Advent season and Christmas. We will give you some tools to have those conversations, and we will also be having some soup. While we are not having gumbo, we are having chicken noodle soup and chili and some taco soup and things like that. So we invite the community to come. Again, absolutely free. We will provide you with some resources and some fun for your family. And then lastly, on Christmas, we will be having worship service at Main Post Chapel. We invite you to come to be a part of your community, your neighborhood, and your chapel for Christmas. If you are staying home, we have Christmas Eve service at 6 p.m. on Christmas Eve, and it's candlelight, bless you. And we will also be having Mass that day at 4:30. So we invite you to come and be a part of the chapel's Christmas celebration this year. The last two things that I would like to highlight, there are other religious observances that are happening during the month of December. It's important for us as a team of leaders to make sure that we are aware of the faith observations of all of the people around us. If at any time you ever need more information about something that is happening with regards to religious observances, you are welcome to contact your unit ministry team and or Main Post Chapel, and we can give you some information and or resources that are available to the people that you care for. And lastly, the holiday season can be a challenge for people who are not traveling and may want to, and some other things like that that just come along with this season. I would like to make sure that everybody in this room has access to and has the phone number for the on-duty chaplain that is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That number is 337-208-2868. If at any time you or someone that you are caring for needs our assistance, please pick up the phone. That's what we're here for. Pending your questions, that's all that I have, sir. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Ok Young West. I am Assistant Commissary Officer for Fort Polk, and I'm here to let everyone know our holiday hours. Christmas Eve, we are closed at 4 o'clock, and Christmas Day, which is a Sunday, we are closed, and January 1st, we are closed as well. So I need everybody, please make it aware of it. We're closed, and we're closed at 4 o'clock, not coming at 4:30 and saying, why you close? So that happens a lot of times. So I just want to let everybody know today. And also, we have a pay with the military stock card on Click to Go, shop online, or you can come in and pay with a military stock card. We do have feed the family bags located in our store. Customer purchase those bags $10, and we donate to a chapel and local food bank. So there's a lot of customers who comes in and support us with that. We've been donated so many bags to the families. And thank you so much for community support on that. And we also, this year I haven't seen any FRG leaders come by commissary asking for a can drive or anything for fundraising like that and to help families locally. And we're here and we have an open space. We can make a space for that to happen. Pending any question, and that's it for commissary, followed by ACS. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ann Bollinger. I'm from the New Parent Support Program at ACS. So we're going into Christmas, and we're going to talk about toy safety. Everyone buys toys for their children, and I'm going to talk about what are the statistics for toys and kind of what are the big three that we need to watch out for any toy safety. So approximately 200,000 children were injured last year, requiring hospitalization and emergency room visits. The big three, so the first one is going to be a riding toy, and that is going to include anyone who's your toddler up to 15 years old, and it's usually caused by falls from the riding toy, which causes a fracture, head injury, bruises, scrapes. And so one of the things that you can do for a riding toy is make sure that your children have protective gear on, helmet, pads, or with a young toddler, line of sight is the best thing to prevent them from falling. The next one is talking about toxic chemicals. So we have chemicals in some of the plastics or paint, batteries that may be included with toys, especially older toys or antique toys have a lot of potential lead or boron in it. There is a site or a commission is ATSM, and they do product testing. I'm going to get to some resources in just a minute to help you out with that. The third one is choking hazard. So for New Parent Support, we deal with young children under the age of 3. Choking hazards for 3-year-olds and younger are huge, and their airway is really small. So a lot of toys or parts that maybe your older siblings could have, or a toy that maybe you said, okay, it's for 5 to 7-year-old, you give to your 3-year-old is a choking hazard. So the best way to see, an easy way to check that is if you take a toilet tissue roll, paper or paper towel, drop a small toy, small ball or a marble. If it goes through it, that is the choking hazard for your child. There are several websites that you could go to. You could go to recalls.gov, and that is for toy recalls and product recalls for your family. You can also go to the US CPSC, which is Consumer Product Safety Commission, and then Johns Hopkins Children's Hospital also has a website, web links called Safe Kids, and those are great resources that you can have for toy safety. If you have any questions, I can take those now. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, questions, ops group?
They're mainly down in New Orleans.
They are. Anybody from ops group? Normally, yes ma'am.
We're good. Just a point of, I don't know that anybody really cares, but the Geronimo, State of Geronimo is actually State of Ops group on the 14th of December, and it is active duty.
State of ops group is on the 14th of December. Roger.
State of Geronimo is on the 3rd of January.
It's a new one to me.
Okay. Who's got it? Anything else from ops group?
So, anything interesting that we should know?
I'll be short. No questions?
No questions?
Really? This
I
could be
cannot
the first.
believe this is.
You missed it. I already had no question. You missed it.
Going once.
Thank you.
Okay, 353.
Sir, one question. Previously, during the holiday seasons, there was an email that was pushed out that had like the local community events, festivals, and things that were coming up. I was curious if that was going to be sent out again this year, or if I was on the wrong email list.
We can, I think what you're talking about is things to do we used to send out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We'll take that on, and normally it comes from our PAO, but I'll work that.
Thanks, sir.
It was included in the latest Boston Guardian, it's one of the last papers. Okay, so that was my get out of jail free card. It's in the last page of the Guardian, that just published. Last page of the Guardian, that was just published on Monday. So thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, Patriot, 210.
Behind you.
No, we're good. Okay, 32nd? 1-5.
They're not. Oh, she's here.
46? We have our jingle bell run next Wednesday at 6:30. Jingle bell run next Thursday? Next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. At 06:30. The 3 is writing that down. Roger that. Okay, 519. And 10.
Good to go, sir.
Ooh. 18th weather squadron, if you're here. Okay?
Good morning. So I'm Colonel Johnson. I'm sitting in for Colonel Vassiliadis. I have 3 things to go over. The first one is our contraception clinic will begin next month, January 2023. The purpose is going to be to provide counseling, prescribe services and procedures, and also to provide education. We will have appointments. You are free to walk in. However, you may not be able to receive services if you walk in, because there are certain tests that have to be completed prior to us seeing you. So even though you walk in, you still won't be seen until the following day. If you have any questions about that, we will be putting some additional information out on that. The second thing that I have is just an update on our positivity rate for RSV, flu, and COVID. So for RSV, we have a decrease of 1% from last month. For flu, we had an increase of 1%, and then for COVID, we're sitting at no change, and that's sitting at 22%. The third thing that I have, if any of you have asked yourself why is Colonel Johnson sitting in, that is because Colonel Vasiladis. Thank you, sir. So the reason I am sitting in is because Colonel Vasiladis has traveled to DC to receive an award for BJAC, being recognized for the 2022 Leapfrog Top Rural Hospital. Because of that, absolutely, okay. So, as a community, everyone should be very proud of yourself. Let me give you a few statistics. So, we were one out of 115 hospitals in the country. We were one of 13 rural hospitals, and we're the only DoD hospital to receive an award. And they've looked at, and all of the CONUS facilities were represented, and we're the only hospital in Louisiana to receive that award. So kudos to everyone, and thank you for everything that you all do. If you want to know a little bit about the Leapfrog award, basically it's all about patient safety and taking care of patients. So that's what the award was for. Sergeant Major, you have anything? I do not. Okay, pending any questions, that's all BJAC has.
Now we know why you're here.
I got a point.
All right, the only thing I want to reiterate is for your single soldiers, single parents, geographical bachelors that are not going anywhere for the holidays, please let them know about the boss Christmas party on the 16th. It'll give them an opportunity to get together with some other soldiers and some people so they're not alone. And then I also want to just remind everybody again about on the 14th and 15th, the Boss Toy Drive distribution of the gifts. It's first come, first served. So if you want some of the good gifts, get in there and get the Nerf guns and the other things. That's what I would want. But anyways, so that's all I have, and thank you very much.
Okay, just three things. First, Ms. Jamie Lynn, congratulations on winning the Vernon Parish Gumbo competition. So I stole your trophy so we could recognize you. I'll give it back. Second is great job by the extended team and families and all of the support it required for our Snowflake Festival we had last Friday. We had 3 of our schools come. It's always good to hear bands and our kids sing, but it took a lot of work and effort across the installation from commands and support as well as our staff. We also had a great home-based business market this past weekend on Saturday and Sunday. And then on Saturday, we had our monthly Toledo Bend Bass tournament that I noticed a couple people were absent from, and I won't mention any names. And then lastly, housing, okay? The housing satisfaction survey. So I'm asking for all of the support from our residents and our families who live in housing. We have an abysmal participation rate this year. It is unsatisfactory. So we know there are improvements that are required in our housing. Leadership from Fort Polk all the way to the Department of the Army use this survey to prioritize resources based on installation. So I'll just give you a snapshot. Dogwood Terrace, one of our biggest neighborhoods, 12% participation in the survey. Maple Terrace on North Fort, 8%. And then Palmetto Terrace, 11%. So asking for your support, this is an anonymous survey, and that feedback you provide helps us with resourcing. So that's my plug. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
The emails are sent, the surveys links are sent to the service member in general, and just speaking from my own personal experience, things that are sent to that black hole email address do not get sent to the person who's actually going to fill out the survey. So it'd be helpful if they would send the survey to maybe somebody else in the home.
So Monkey was trying to go back on my back. I'm going to flick it back at you, ma'am. So whoever you decided to register the lease with an email is where the company who's independent sends the survey to. So if you would like your email to be changed, you can go to the leasing office or call housing and they can change your email and then it can send that to you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, ma'am. Cool. So then it won't go into the black hole. Cool. Ladies, ma'am.
Since we're very, we talk about QR codes a lot.
Yes.
QR code would be made before these are put on a flyer to scan from the door, so if we walk by, we can just take it.
Or like big banner that you guys have out.
So we have put out flyers with QR code that tells you exactly what I just said. But the challenge is we can't that QR code is not going to take you to the survey. because the survey code link you get in your email is specifically for you and it cannot be replicated. So what we're trying to do is put a flyer that says, go to your inbox, search for Army CL Associates, and that'll pull up the email. And they've sent an email last week as the last reminder. So for example, I was delinquent on this. I searched in the search term for exactly what's on the flyer, and I found it. Okay, and I took them both yesterday because I could not come here and say this unless I was finished doing it myself. Okay, roger that. Yes, ma'am. Oh no, you can encourage others. You can encourage others.
It's complicated for me to push out that information and say, hey, go find your leasing person's email and
Another recommendation, if they didn't get it or their service member didn't tell them that they have it, call the Army Housing Office and then you can change that email and they'll send it again.
Colonel Smith, I just want to throw something out there because I know, acknowledge the comments that we've made, but there's other surveys that have gone out that ended up on like Reddit and results have gotten completely skewed and not actually from the individuals. That's why they're done that way, so they can only need one for one, so they're not getting bad information.
So to test this, I had Ms. Vasilati just try to use my link and she couldn't. So just to make sure everyone knows, this is completely anonymous and it is tailored to your email address and your resident in your home.
sort of.
Mostly. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Now you can get on somebody's computer if they pull it up and take it for them if they pulled it up. That is true, but that's not what we want you to do.
If I don't remember taking it, how do I check and make sure I've taken it so I can make you happy?
Yes, if you try again, it'll tell you can't do it.
Okay.
And we tested that out. We tested that out too. Yeah, I know.
He's unsatisfied with the satisfaction.
Yes. And it's about getting resources for the installation.
Yes, very
Yeah.
important.
So you can be happy.
Yes. Okay, any other comments or questions for the Garrison team before I pass this off? Yes, ma'am.
Can you guys please start sharing about this on your about the week on social media again?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because I want to tell other people come, but
Mhm.
nothing
To send them?
to say.
Okay. Now, we posted the slides on the .mil. We're good with that, right? Yes, so you just need announcements so you can share. Roger that.
An invitation, yes.
You're always invited. Yes.
Show up whether it was or it wasn't.
Roger that. I will take it on board. Yes, ma'am. Anything else? Yes, ma'am.
Clarify whether or not the we is on the 4th or the 11th.
3, help me out. The we in January on the 4th or the 11th?
You have conflicting documents.
Calendar says the 11th and the last slide.
Good point, good catch.
The next slide.
Could tell you.
Let's look on the CT's calendar, we'll tell you.
That works too. I want to make sure.
11 days, sir.
11 January.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Good.
Alan.
Yep. Good call. Okay. Going once, going
Going
twice.
twice.
Easy.
Okay, so I have a few things. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. So the U.S. flag is at half staff today, if you didn't see the message or notice, but it's December 7th, so it's National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. So just FYI. A couple other things. So with block leave, to encourage everyone to do it. Please take it. Please take some time with your families. We've done our best to minimize Fort Polk events to encourage that, because when we come back, as the three already talked about, January is going to be a very, very busy time. You've already starting to see, if you go up and down Chaffee, and starting to see in some of the parking lots down Georgia, the 2-4 2nd Brigade of 4th Infantry Division Stryker Brigade has already brought their vehicles and equipment and containers here. So we're doing our best with the DES to minimize that on the main roads, to keep it off for traffic delays or congestion. So DES is working diligently on that. And then the hospital, BJAC, is helping to run the Army Best Medic competition. That'll also be occurring late January, but we'll have a lot of about 500 additional personnel on base to help with that, starting in early January for the setup, and then the execution will be the last week of graduation will be the 26th of January here on post. And so we'll have some additional distinguished visitors and VIPs here visiting for that. And then, of course, 310 Light Fighter School going on in January, air assault, and then continue your prep for your CTC rotation. So the last thing I have is the recognition of the Employee and Soldier of the Month. So the Employee of the Month comes out of DPTMS. If you could flip the slide one more. Mr. Weaver could not be here today, but we just wanted to recognize him for his exceptional work and performance and his professionalism. He's being recognized of how well he does keeping a cool head and working to help keep us on track, as well as inform FORSCOM and be that good liaison between the two. If he was here, I was going to give him a hard time for his Patriots shirt. It looks like he's wearing a New England Patriots shirt, but okay, I can't help that. So the Soldier of the Month, Sergeant First Class Christopher Alarcon, back in the back, if you would stand up, please. He's our... He had no idea why he was being asked here today, so he's being recognized for his performance. He's our G3 Air NCOIC, so he coordinates all airborne operations that occur here on the installation for mainly for Ops Group and Geronimo, and helping to revise, long time coming, the Army Airborne SOP and providing contributions to that. So thanks for your work and performance, and your recognition is a nice parking spot in front of the headquarters. So thanks. Cool. So if there's any further, nothing further? Any alibis? All right.
This concludes our as stated, 11 January for the next Warrior Information Exchange. Thank you.